DreamWorks, you sly dogs. Ooh, snap. DreamWorks have been on their A game since Disney has been dropping the ball. Puss in Boots and the Last Wish is one of my favorite movies of all time. The Bad Guys was an amazing original movie in a day and age where original movies, especially animated ones, are just put directly on streaming services or canned completely. And we don't talk about Trolls or Ruby Gillman. And just when I thought Kung Fu Panda 4 was going to be their only kicker this year, Universal Studios decides to drop the trailer for an animated original film titled The Wild Robot. You heard me. An original animated film coming to theaters. This is amazing to see because it looked like all animated movies this year were just going to be sequels. So it's great that we're getting anything original at all. And I must say, wow, this looks absolutely stunning. And it's from the filmmakers of How to Train Your Dragon, so, you know, it'll at least be better than Trolls. But how good will the wild robot be? Well, the trailer starts off with adorable otters, which actually have some emotion to them. Lion King live action. Excuse me. It shows the robot stumbling through the forest, mimicking other animals and interacting with them. Of course, the animals are a little apprehensive about a big giant metal man, as one understandably would be, but towards the end we see them actually grow fond of this robot as he lends a helping hand. We see a forest fire and other natural disasters happening throughout, but that's about all we see in the trailer. It looks like an extremely heartfelt and emotional film that kind of gives me Iron Giant vibes, minus the humans. Now, the Wild Robot film is actually based on a book with the same title published in 2016 by author Peter Brown. So by taking the description of the book, we can maybe see a bit more of what this movie will be about. Of course, this isn't confirmed, and everything that I said before seems to line up with what we know officially. But in the book, it describes the, quote, mysterious past of the robot coming to haunt it when the robot starts to feel at home. And this is probably where the flares and fires are coming from that we see in the trailer. So it's kind of definitely like the Iron Giant, except we get to maybe see where this robot comes from. And although we don't hear anybody speak, except for at the end, we'll get to that, it was revealed on the official website that there will be voice actors. Shocker. The voice at the end seems to be Lupita Nyong'o, sorry, I'm horrible with names, who will be voicing Roz the robot.
Times to survive. We must become more than we were programmed to be.
And what's even crazier is they got two infamous Star Wars guys to be in this. Pedro Pascal, aka The Mandalorian, and Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker. I can't wait to hear them in this, honestly. There are also other notable names here, which you can pause and read for yourself. Honestly, I love that DreamWorks is continuing to invest in original animated films, something that Illumination and Disney are too scared to do these days. It's also great to see the art style of The Last Wish continue on through The Wild Robot, which seems to take its liberties from that film. Plus, the animals and even the robot show an immense amount of emotion. It isn't too exaggerated, but noticeable enough to make it heart-wrenching. So I applaud you, DreamWorks. This film will be released sometime this fall, which means I will be skipping Moana 2, which is a desperate cry from Disney for cash, and watching this instead. But let me know what you will be watching this fall.